All right, it is time to do a CSS battle. We're going to start our stopwatch and go to CSS battle, see what we have today. Looks kind of like a bike rack of some sort. We try to go fast for our first solution. We don't always succeed, but we try. What do I want to do? I don't know. Border, top, 30 pixels, solid. Yellow looks like it's not big enough. Let's call it 40 pixels. Let's say margin 0. Yeah, that looks okay. I don't know if I want to do position fixed or not. It makes things simpler sometimes, but it also can make things different. We're going to say border 40 pixels, solid, yellow. Let's say height 250 pixels. Border radius 9 inches, just something big. Width 200 pixels. Margin, I don't know what it is, 20. Then on the right, let's make it minus 50. And then minus 50. And then 150. Okay, not right, but kind of get the idea. Maybe this needs to be 250. That's getting closer. Bottom needs to be more. Height probably needs to be more. Let's see. Let's make bottom minus 100. Yeah, the height needs to be more. Let's make the height 350. And then let's make this 280, 70. Okay. Radius is too much, but I just threw out a huge number. What if it's 100 pixels? What if it's 200? What if it's 150, 60, 40, 30? 130 actually looks pretty good. And then we need another one of these. Has to be in the DOM, so let's add it. And then it's margin. We should load our extension here so we can see where this thing is. It's way down there. So we're saying margin. That's going to be like minus 200, 3, 4, 0. There it is. All right, minus 4, 20, 30. Right is going to be something like 270. Bottom minus 100 and minus 50. There is the thing. Needs way more. 3. That's not helping. This needs to pull back 150. There it is. That may be a match. That's 3.5 minutes if that's a match. Come on back in. There we go. That is a match. Okay. So we did it. I mean, okay. So we did it. I do kind of like borders as a solution here. I feel like it's kind of the easiest way to get that shape. You can get that shape with all kinds of other stuff. You can get that shape with gradients. It's a pain with gradients because it's a kind of a pill shape, not just an ellipse. Borders is kind of the easiest way to approach that. I could also play with the width and height of the shape and maybe get this border radius to be simpler. It's not going to be groundbreaking change, but it's better than while we're here, let's go ahead and minify, big unit replace and submit because I often forget to do that. So we have our 193 instead of 333 in theory. Yeah, 190. Okay. So I think it should be okay to do that. I mean, it's going to mess things up, of course, but all right, let's just start over. It's usually easier just to start over and rethink things for me, the way my brain works, than to modify things. Depends. All right, but here we're going to say the same thing. Background, green-ish. I don't know what color that is. We're going to say border. We know it's 40 pixels. We're not going to say border top this time. We're just going to say 40 pixels, solid, yellow. Um, Here's where things are going to get interesting. We're going to have some fun margins. So we're going to say margin. Top margin is going to be 0. Then minus 40 and minus 40. Not 450, 40. Now, we're seeing that way too wide right now. That's because we're seeing the body also. So I'm going to go ahead and select the body. And just for fun, I'm going to take this and put it here. And I'm going to say that this is red so we can just see the difference. There is that. I don't know what that is. There is that. We'll have to put that back, but now we see the difference between the two. Okay. We get a border radius. We used 130 last time. Not that that's bad, it's just a number. Then we're going to margin. What was it, 20? Must have been 20. Then we can decide kind of which way we want to go. Minus 100, minus, I don't know what it needs to be to get rid of that radius. Let's try 50. I don't know if that's enough. Let's see. And then what was this, 280 or something? 270. Looks pretty close. Okay, so what we're seeing right now is the bottom of that is coming in. So if we make that something like 100, we're still seeing the bottom a little bit, 150. Then we need to change this 120, 140, 100, and 120, 130. It can't get any more, which means that the other edge is too close. Then you go to like 150, and that gets us the right shape. It's the wrong color, but it's the right shape. Now, can we web kit box reflect? And this is going to be left 100 pixels. And that's in the wrong place. 140. And then we make this one yellow. And we have a match, I think. Yeah. Yep, that is a match. So in this case, we can actually get rid of that border statement because we're inheriting it from the HTML. Technically border radius. Oh, it could be up there if I didn't cheat a little bit. Maybe. I don't know if it saves me anything for it to be up there. Um, could this be, I don't know, 50%? Yeah. Is that saving me anything? No. Uh, that one it technically does. It saved me one character because I can get rid of that space. These ones, since they're negative, can collapse to nothing anyway. These ones can collapse. Uh, this can be more. Nope. 130 is where 120. That's where it likes it, 130. Let's unit replace, minify, submit, prettify, fix our units. So we're at 141 there. Been 10 minutes. This is not a great solution. I feel like this is That's a lot of characters. Can I do something better? Paragraph scale 1 minus 1. Height, I don't know what it is, 300. Where are you? Oh, you're contained in the body, aren't you? Uh, Can that be a paragraph? And then this is subsequent. All right, let's remove one of them and see what we got. Let's go back to, I don't think this is doing what I think it should be doing. Let's make that red again. Okay, there's that. Let's get rid of this. Actually, let's put that up there. Okay. So what we're seeing is at the bottom of our, yeah, must be the bottom of border. Bottom 40 pixels, solid green. Nope, that's not what that is. What is that? Have I messed that up somehow? I don't think so. That's the body. That's the body that we're seeing, right? Yeah, that's the body. If we don't want to see the body, well, we can ampersand that, but then stuff doesn't inherit. So unless we have that, whoops, unless we have that, nothing's going to happen. Da da da. I mean, we could just, I don't know. There's not a good solution here. Uh, I'm going to pause. I'm going to pause and think for a minute, and I'll be back. All right, back. I don't know. I didn't come up with any great ideas while on pause. I left the timer running. It's been like 5 minutes. I don't know. Let's try something else. Um, yeah, that's kind of what I want. That's kind of what I want. Let's probably get rid of that. Um, my paragraph, where is my paragraph right now? Oh, it probably doesn't exist. Well, okay, it's inside the body where you would expect a paragraph to be. So if we want it somewhere else, we have to say margin, I don't know, minus 50, no, minus 850. 0. There, we're starting to see it. Let's bring the border statement. Actually, we can just do this. We can do it the way I always do it. I don't know why I'm doing it different today. Outline, 1Q, solid, green. There's the thing. All right. So, this margin would need to be something big, 150. Somehow it doesn't work. Let's try minus 150 there and minus 100 there. Okay. There we start to see the thing. 300, 400, 500, and then this one, 250, 350. Now we're getting close. This is 40. This needs to be 40. No, wrong one, sorry. 80. And now we can get rid of the outline. That is probably a match. Is it less characters? No, it's more characters, but I have, what do I have? Maybe I don't have anything extra. Did that actually? I didn't get a score. Okay, that is at least a match. I got a score. I don't think. Mm, I mean, I don't know. Do I need this? Mm, I mean, it needs to be somewhere. Yeah, I don't know. The other one was better. Um, can I cheat on this? Minus 40? Yeah. Minus be 380. I mean, maybe. Whoops. Why was it working for? Minus 380 is why. Okay. What if it's zero? The zero is way over there. Right. And if it's nothing, it's way, way over there. What if this is minus? Yeah, that makes it wider, like a margin would. I'd have to have some sort of a fixed width if I want this to work, which means another CSS prop. I think that it could, in theory, help with these margins as well. So what if, whoops, the width were 100? Let's get rid of the paragraph. Let's get rid of the paragraph styling. And let's try to style this. And width needs to be more. That's okay. 200. Let's make this 250. That's close to something. It's 240. Wrong way. 280. 70. Okay, there's that. And then our paragraph tag needs to be in the DOM. And it is currently inside the body as you would expect it. So we say margin. We say like minus 40. 0. Minus 200. 300, 400, and 80, 70, 60, 144. The other was 139. 141. Unit replace gets us to 140. We only get the one unit replaced, right? 5CH. Can we change this now? 120? Nope, still can't. Because it's related to the width. What if we change the width to 50? Now it's going to move some stuff. But does it mess with our radius? 130, 150. What if the width was 150? 120, 130, 140, nope, 100, 110, 120, 130, 60, 70, 80. And now can we make this 140? Yeah, now we can make this anything. So now we can make it 9 inch. Then we put this where we want it, minus 450, 40, That's 138. Yeah, I was afraid of that. Does that get us anywhere? Not really. You can't turn the margin off, right? No. 20 is what, 5%? And I don't know what that, it's a minus decided anyway, so it's not going to save us any characters unless it was a single digit, and it's not. I don't think I can say. Nope. Although, I mean, what's it, 300? I mean, there aren't any units that are less than 1 10 VH, no. Qs aren't big enough, inches, no. I mean, that doesn't, again, that's the same number of characters. I don't know. I don't know. That's 137 is where I seem to be today. So I'm going to leave it there. Uh, Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.